Hello there.
Hearts of ice, her game of death.
Hello there.
Sacrifice, Twitch chat roars, her legend grows. In her domain, no mercy shows. Creeping through the dark, no light, no sound. Grubbing dad's claws dig deep in haunted ground. Ectoplasm drips, fear stains the air. Shadows twist and scream, do you dare? Ghostly whispers bite cold on my neck. Grubbing dad's growls low, ready to wreck. His spirit box hum, static fills the void. Spectral figures move, they're paranoid. Grubbing dad claws through fear, won't back down. Ghosts stalking around, hunting the heart, breaking their spell. Grubbing dad stands tall in this haunted hell. EMF spikes, red, the hunt is on. Phantom footsteps echo, but they're gone. Grubbing dad's sharp grin, tearing through the veil. Face the poltergeist, hear their wails. Chains rattle hard, banshees scream. Flickering
Hello
lights
there.
in this twisted dream. Grubbing dad's on the prowl, a hunter's creed. No ghost can escape this burning need. Grubbing dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the heart, breaking their spell. Grubbing dad stands tall in this haunted hell. Grubbing dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the haunt, breaking their spell. Grubbing dad stands tall in this haunted hell. Grubbing dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the haunt, breaking their spell. Grubbing dad stands tall in this haunted hell. The house is creaking under the weight of fear. Shadows dance where no one's near. Grubbing dad whispers Melishkat's name. In the haunted dark, they play their game. Hunting ghosts in the dead of
Hello there.
night. Candle flickers, the only light.
Welcome to my brothers, my family, my friends. How is everybody on this fantastic Rain Tuesday? Making sure I got everything set up over here on my end here. It looks like RoboGrubbin is now using the correct ad message. You know, it only took me a week to figure out where that ad message was coming from, and turns out I had added it into my Firebot, and Firebot uses a priority queuing system so that if event A is at the top of the thing, it'll use event A before it even looks at event B, and it will never touch event B if it's fired off event A. We learn something new every day. The ordering does matter with your events in Firebot. Welcome in, everybody. I've got my delicious coffee made by the amazing Milish Cat. Thank you very much, my love. Yes, so this game does contain some content that people may find disturbing, including, but not limited to, child abuse, depictions of severe bodily injury, hallucinations, demonic imagery, rats, spiders, dogs, confined spaces, self-harm, heavy horror imagery. It has also got some images of suicide and cannibalism. But what horror game? What good horror game doesn't have something that would make somebody disturbed? In fact, don't we play and watch horror to be disturbed and frightened? Isn't that the whole point of horror as a genre? It's a very cathartic experience where we get to experience the horror and the disturbing reality of it vicariously through the characters portrayed on screen. Ducky. A wild, rare. Oh, ooh, a rare wild ducky. Okay, everybody throw your Pokeballs at FN Ducky. Let's catch him. Hi, Ducky. How you doing? So yeah, but that is why we as a culture embrace horror. Now there are people out there who don't enjoy horror, who don't want to face the the nightmares of the night and the dark. And there are people like myself who have grown up on this type of content and are, well, no worse for wear. I mean, I'm a fairly normal person. Oh, the Pokeballs were unsuccessful. Ducky escape. Better luck next time, my friends. So yeah, as I said, I grew up watching horror films. I grew up watching the classic slashers of the '80s, and then the screams of the '90s. 2000s introduced your supernatural horrors like The Conjuring and your demonic possessions. Actually, the 2000s were really big on demonic possessions. I grew up watching that, and as a kid, I learned how they did the practical effects in the slasher films. I actually learned a lot of that, and some would say I've become desensitized to horror, but in reality, no, stuff still disturbs me. I mean, look at what's happened with the Bramble King, Bramble, the Mountain King there. After this one chapter we did with the, was it, they assist with women giving pregnancy, giving birth. Can't the name's right there on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get to it. Um, I had to go downstairs and hug my kids. Midwife, yes, the midwife. After the midwife scene there, I had to go hug my kids. After every horror game that I play or every stream, I go in and give my kids and Milish Cat a big hug. So I'm not desensitized to horror. I'm not immune to the horror there. But we've also got 3 winners in bingo. So I think, well, there's Milish Cat. Congratulations on the win. As I said, I grew up on it. I learned how they did the practical effects. I learned how they were making the horror imagery real, and I love practical horror effects. And I have tried to pass on that knowledge and wisdom to my kids as we watch horror films together so that they can go, okay, you know what? Yes, this is scary. The end of the world and the zombie hordes and monsters, they can be scary. It's perfectly okay to be scary or scared, but I know that this isn't real because I understand how they did the effect of the zombie eating the person. That was actually one of the very first things I taught Grubbin Boy about horror films was how they got it so that it looked like the zombie was eating somebody. Congratulations, Mercy, Ducky, Jinx, and Razzie, all with the bingo wins. Wait, do I have a? Oh, I can do a bingo win. Bingo. So yes, as a culture, we embrace horror. We welcome horror, but with that said, um, if any part of Little Nightmares or any of the horror games that we play here on stream, typically on Mondays and Tuesdays, uh, is triggering for you or bothers you, please feel free to just walk away. I would rather you walk away, close the stream and walk away than feel that you need to sit here and suffer through the trauma of that horror is bringing up. And if you ever need to talk to somebody, we do have on our Discord a list of emergency lines throughout the world. Ducky, trust me, there are things out there that will scare you. You just haven't found it yet. I was the same way. Then I had kids. But we do have a list of like the mental health emergency lines on our Discord. So if you do need to talk to somebody professionally, there's that. But also my DMs on Discord are always open if you just need to get something off your chest or go, hey, that was a little much for me. Just letting you know there, right? Just wanted to don't get it out there because sometimes talking about it makes you can help. But with the ramble out of the way, today's dad joke is brought to you by the one and the only, the amazing Grubbin Boy. Now, Grubbin Boy, if you're listening, do you think you could come up so we could do the joke? Creating music is a fantastic way of getting stuff off your chest, freak. I've actually listened to your chest there. I've listened to your chest, and wow, the music coming from it. I've listened to your music there, and there is like the first couple of songs I've listened to is some serious stuff about you know dealing with either an ex-girlfriend or ex-wife or something like that. But all right, so we have Grubbin Boy up here. Grubbin Boy wrote today's joke of the day, and we're going to do it together. So I'm going to move my mic up here. Can you guys hear Grubbin Boy if he talks? Can you say something? All right. Grub? Perfect. Okay. So Grubbin Boy, why did the yokai go to the go-kart tracks?
I don't know.
Because he wanted to become a Yokai. Headphone headbutt. A Yokai. Yep. I said to Grubbin Boy this morning, Grubbin Boy, I need a joke. And he goes, I've got one. And as I mentioned last week, when it gets humid, my mustache curls and starts tickling my upper lip. So that's totally going on today. It's pouring rain out there right now. All right. So let's make sure let's do a quick double check on my device manager here. Because I forgot to do that this morning to make sure the controller is still where it should be. Xbox peripherals, perfect. Okay. It is still saying that it is an Xbox controller. Yes, we have a new bingo game, my friends. Get your new bingo game. We started off with Kid makes a drink, has mixed appearance. I'm gonna have a drink. Thank you again, Milish Cat. Yeah, Freakinator, please. You can post your SoundCloud into the Discord. an arse card. Get your oh yeah, you guys they're channeling Leona Pickles. They're channeling Leona. Okay, we'll go here. I'm going to do a quick chat, catch up on chat if I can. Here we got Grubble Boy coming with the first, Militia Cat with the second, Razzie checking in, Jinx scoring third place. We've got, I guess, hello Militia Cat, hello Jinx, hello Razzie, Pickle One, hello to you too. Happy birthday, Razzie. We got Mercy coming in with the hello friends, and Effin Ducky with the rare duck, and we failed to catch him with the Pokeballs. We got Freakinator, the resident musician, popping in. Jinx, you said I need to play that one as well. Your backlog is huge. Which game are you referring to that you need to play there? And yes, you ladies do like to channel Leona. I mean, Leona she's absolutely a delight. Bramble? Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Bramble is a lot of fun. I would actually recommend playing Bramble with a controller. I played it with a keyboard and mouse, and I would kind of regret it. It is very much a controller-based game. It would do really well with a controller because you can better control the angle that you're moving at. And there's a lot of weird angles that you have to use in the keyboard and mouse. You end up doing like this, the whole keyboard mouse fishtail. Yeah, most of yeah. Well, I have more game. You guys have seen the list of horror games that I have in my game library. I have to add more. I have to add more of them to it. In fact, what did I just get? I got another one today. There was another free game out there today that looks promising. So let's see here. Promising free game. What was it called? Vigil. Let me go to the store page for it because it's free right now. This one looks promising. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's style game. It's a short narrative horror game where the antagonist, the automaton, is very much like a weeping angel. Yeah, Jinx, I've actually been contemplating setting aside a day for, like looking into the dare drops and doing that. They look really interesting. And I like the idea of showcasing and supporting like smaller indie games and in development ones. So, okay, Streamer Nose is getting me today. You'd think with all the rain they'd kick the dust down. But I kind of like the idea of the dare drops there. All right. Checking for downloadable content. There we go. Right, we're going to resume our game. And today my ADHD is not quite so on fire as it was yesterday. I did not know that, Razzie, but that does not surprise me. Okay. So we're running across a big pipe. Bramble the Mountain King has, Jinx, if you're interested, has very much the same kind of camera mechanics. I didn't even I didn't even know. Sorry, that's not true. I had seen the trailer for the Wandering Village. Okay, so we were on a really big boat. Let's jump. And that's me falling in the water because I totally hit the wrong geese. Okay, it looks like it's a pair of boats that are there. Oh, is this going to give us a scale? Whoa. This is giving us scale. See the size of that boat versus the other one? The number of people coming off of... No, that's not a tugboat. That is not a tugboat. That's a cruise liner. Like, that's got to be an ocean liner or at least a large ferry. And keep in mind, I'm playing like a small human, right? And those grotesque... Hold on a second. Is Little Nightmares a metaphor for the wealthy eating the poor? Because that just like, I'm looking at this scene as they're walking in, and you got all these grotesquely obese individuals wearing their finest clothes, right? Being transferred to a floating safety thing, like a big, floating, safety where they have, all these smaller, normal sized humans down in prison cells. And these are like the grotesquely mutilated monsters of the world. And they're eating, from what I could understand from earlier down in the prison levels, they're eating the people they have down there. So they're breeding them and then they're eating them. And by the way, using humans as livestock is horrible because it takes about, 6 years before they become properly viable for consumption. And I know this because they have done theoretical studies on, on it for post-apocalyptic scenarios, where they went, hey, so if the world ever resulted to cannibalism there, or vampires ever took over, I think it was actually for vampires was the thing, or sentient zombies. They went, are humans a viable livestock? And no, we are not. We take too long to grow. Okay, so this is like a metaphor for the wealthy eating the poor here. I kind of want to know why we're going back into the ship as opposed to trying to get onto the other ship and escape. Freakinator, give me a second here. In the Discord channel, you can I'll go to the right one. You can put your link into the music channel, and we will pin it for you. We have a under tomfoolery and shenanigans. We've got a music channel there, and what we can do is when you post it in there, we can pin the link for you. so that anybody who goes into the music channel can find your link relatively quickly. Mouse be gone. Thank you, Pickles. I'd like to do a big shout out and a big thank you to my lovely mods. Hello, Malishcat, the Pickled One, and hello, I am Mercy. Oh, no, Freakinator, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. You're not doxing yourself or anything like that. Alright, thank you for the lurk there, Pickles. Come back from the shadows safely. You're not doxing yourself or anything like that. And, you know, it happens all the time. Okay, so now we have some Japanese pagoda styling here, and what looks like a, they were the heads of geisha houses. Starts with an O. Yeah, this is some... Okay. Well, you're not like posting copyrighted stuff into the chat there, right? You're not going, hey, yo, check out this big copyright thing here, or throwing accusations out of that. You're just saying your latest song was flagged for copyright, and you know it could just be. So okay, Doku Umatari has this problem all the time, because of the software he uses for writing his music. He'll use common track loops that's involved with it, and he has a disclaimer. All of his songs are available on his Discord, but he has a little warning or a disclaimer on it that says, "Hey, because I use some track loops that come stock with I forget what the software is, come stock with it, you may get a copyright warning on your video Discord, your video stream, YouTube tub, or whatever it is that you got it on, because of this. Use with your own discretion." Well, they're just probably using an AI tracker. Okay. Jump, grab. Run, jump, grab. Run, jump, run. It doesn't even stop to look at the fact that the little kid just fell on him and tragically... My hands are not built for controllers. I got short, stubby fingers. Look at the gluttony that's going on here. Oh. Okay. Dude, have you heard of a fork and knife? Sir, And or ma'am, have you heard of utensils? Or cooking it, maybe? Well, he flipped the table. Okay. How do we do this? I mean, we can't make any sounds, so... Oh! Worst way to die yet. I fell on him. He fell on me. Anybody see an exit? Oh. Okay. Everyone, I will be right back in a second. My hands are a little sweaty and my controls are slipping, so I will be back in a second. I'm just gonna wash them. You guys enjoy. He's too low. Enjoy the chair. Be right back. Okay, watch it. Here. I don't want to roll the chair over you. There. In consolation, you get some red. Yes, yes, there you go. There we are. You're a good girl. Now you just need me to break it. All right.
Hello there.
Okay. I don't... Hey, Quibble. Quibble, was I right? Was it a... Were they twins? Hey, Grub mispronounced someone's name for me. Okay. Welcome in. Hello, I'm Marcy. It was a gin? Oh. So it never used its ability. Okay, I have to get to that and then make that swing. Oh, let's wait for the ship to come back this way. Lady, your jowls are getting into your sausages. Razzie, thank you for the cheer. Thank you for the 100 bits there, my friend. It's like, yeah, it's like they've never seen food before. Aww. Much love. Lighter? Something tells me that this is just a secret. I want the sock. I want the sock. Grab him, boy. I don't have a bingo yet. Can I climb this? No. Where am I heading to? Where are we going to? Ah! Okay. Second worst death. Oh, up there maybe. Gotta be up on the roof somehow. Where? You need me to break something or doing a chat check-in. You doing okay, Razzie? Is the rapid gluttony and eating of raw meat, you know, getting to you? You alright? I'm not cheating. I'm just checking on you. I got a bingo myself. Mouse be gone. Okay. So if I go around that way, he eats me. Apparently this crate contains little girls. Grab your bingo win, Razzie. It does look really well done. I'm actually quite the fan of it, and it does not hold your hand. It does not have any like easy go here, go do this. No, not the jowls. And it has so many red herrings, like paths to go. Like, oh. Jump, grab. Jump, grab. Jump, grab. Jump, and then up. Sir, that's none of that is cooked. Nope. Don't panic, but someone here has been possessed by an owl. Who, Freakinator? Who? Clearing the table. Hmm. Alright. Looks like I need to go onto that side over there. So I hop up there. They eat me. Their mouths are literally big enough that they can shove their entire hand into it. Just a nightmare. Just a nightmare. Yeah, grab and swing. I mentioned that my fingers are too small or for the controller. I got this. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Tay-Tay. Jump, not grab. You, sir, suck. Jump on his back. Did you see the bounce I got off of that? Alright, so how am I doing this one here? There's got to be a puzzle to this part. Yeah, know how to hide. Yes, what it been? Ladies and gentlemen, grab it. What's up?
Can I
Use your baby, not your real words, not baby talk, please.
Can I draw stuff on the tablet thingy, the app?
You want to use my drawing tablet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. 1 second, my friends.
On your tablet, because my tablet won't let me open some apps.
Does my tablet have battery? It's got 4%, so you'll need to plug it in.
Okay, I can use my tablet.
Okay.
Hopefully.
we need to connect this part to this part here. And then this connects to here. Like this. All right, there you go. Here's this, and then you're gonna need the pen, right? And I put the pen right here. There you go.
And the glove.
And a glove. Scooch back that way a little bit. I think I've got my glove here. There you go. Have fun.
Okay.
And I'm gonna plug in my tablet here so that she can use it when hers dies. Power's over here. Sorry about that, friends. I mean, I'm never going to apologize for being a dad, but why is there so many toilets? Razzie, I don't think they have any concept of privacy. Mouse be gone. Like, look how they're eating. Freakinator! You shot me!
How do I
1 second.
plug it into my tablet?
No light, no sound. Grubbin' Dad's claws dig deep in haunted ground. Ectoplasm drips, fear stains the air. Shadows twist and scream, do you
Put it in
dare?
the charge it.
Ghostly whispers bite cold on my neck. Grubbin' Dad's growls low, ready to wreck. His spirit box hum, static fills the void. Spectral figures move.
All right. Again, sorry. Just trying to get the drawing tablet up and running, and she didn't know where to plug it in. How do I... Okay, I guess I gotta get up to there, which means I get the swingy light. Most be gone. And I gotta sneeze now. Ow. There we go. Actually, I need to have this screen up there so I can see when things are happening. There we go. Can I jump on the jug? Can I climb a pipe? No. Can I... admire myself in the mirror? No. Does that get him to open the door? I have to get to the elevator. I can't get out of the bathroom. The door is closed. Yeah, so I have to get up there somehow, but it means I have to get out of the bathroom somehow. Mirror window? Well, maybe. Good call, Freakinator. Hey! Yeah, nothing was coming. Nothing was coming. Bang, bang, bang. And yeet! Magic blue smoke. I hear squelching and heavy breathing. I love how you use the door knobs as... Okay. No hide there. On the ship, that's not a good combination. Squelching and heavy breathing? No. There's something over here? No. Okay. Why are they all coming for me? It's just like a tidal wave of fat. Okay. Well, my friends, we have 3 minutes of ads coming up in 5 minutes here. I'm going to run the ads, check on my little girl, make sure everything's okay with her. So every hour, we sacrifice 3 minutes of our time to the eldritch Twitch gods to keep them appeased and asleep. And hopefully today it works. I recommend at this point here, everybody, grab a drink, grab a snack, stretch, shake off the...
Stay a while and listen.
Shake off the things. Welcome in, new Grubbin. We have anonymous followers and follows enabled. We'll never call it anybody if they just want to stay a while and listen. However, if you want to join the conversation, feel free to hop in a chat and say hello. You're coming in just as I'm about to fire off the 3 minutes of ads every hour. You're not going to miss anything. I paused the game. I'm going to go check on my little girl just to make sure she's doing okay. And because she's setting up her tablet to use my drawing pad. And I just want to make sure she's got everything working over there. But I will see everybody in 3 minutes. Please, again, as I said, I'm old. Take this opportunity to, go grab a snack, grab a drink, go to the washroom. We'll be back in 3 minutes. I do run words on stream for all of our friends with Turbo, Twitch Turbo, and our subscribers. Actually, I'm just gonna load that up now because I forgot to fire that off. Okay, so I will see everybody in 3 minutes. You're not going to miss anything. I appreciate the patience. It does help support the channel. All revenue for the channel does go back into the channel, whether it's new equipment to improve the quality of the stream or supporting artists. I'm actually looking into somebody to looking into commissions for emotes and things like that, and new screen layouts, things like that. But everything goes back into the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be back in 3 minutes. Enjoy the music.
No light, no sound. Grubbin' Dad's claws dig deep in haunted ground. Ectoplasm drips, fear stains the air. Shadows twist and scream, do you dare? Ghostly whispers bite cold on my neck. Grubbin' Dad's growls low, ready to wreck. His spirit box hum, static fills the void. Spectral figures move, they're paranoid. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Ghosts stalking around, hunting the heart, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad stands tall in this haunted hell. EMF spikes, red, the hunt is on. Phantom footsteps echo, but they're gone. Grubbin' Dad's sharp grin tearing through the veil. Face the poltergeist, hear their wails. Chains rattle hard, banshees scream. Flickering lights in this twisted dream. Grubbin' Dad's on the prowl, a hunter's creed. No ghost can escape this burning need. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the heart, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad stands tall in this haunted hell. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the haunt, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad stands tall in this haunted hell. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the haunt, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad stands tall in this haunted hell.
I apparently forgot to hit the ad button, or hit the ad button and didn't register. So I apologize for that.
Hey. Hey. Ha! Lady Pickles with a flashlight grip tight. Stepping in the lighthouse dead of midnight. Cobwebs thicker than a
But Grubette is doing fine. She's got her tablet up and running.
Wind howling through the lighthouse cracks. Her bravery packed up and caught the next tracks. Spectre floating with the glowing green face. Lady P's running, it's a cardio race. Dropped the sage, fumbled her salt. The ghost said boo and she hit default. Running downstairs like a Scooby-Doo chase. Tripped on a rug, slammed the door in her face. Phantom's here, door slammed shut. Lady Pickle screams, I'm out, what? Point hope shakes, her courage breaks. She's a ghost hunter on a coffee break. Phantom's here, door slammed shut. Lady Pickle screams, I'm out, what? Point hope shakes, her courage breaks. She's a ghost hunter on a coffee break. Hey. Hey. Hi. Phantom's here.
So my mod should be able to use the exclamation continue commands or reset commands for words on stream. I think I got that enabled now.
Cash hides in the dark. Go scream, teeth gleam, leave their mark. Closet doors don't block the doom. Nowhere safe in this cursed room.
Welcome back, everybody. As promised, you haven't missed anything. We're still sitting at that pause screen. I've just been checking in on my little girl, forgetting to run the ads, so they took longer than expected. And we're just finishing up this round on words on stream. I also just noticed that our housing coordinator is roaming around outside and I'm expecting them to be banging on the door at some point. But I'll deal with that if it actually does happen. Afternoon, I'll be right back.
Leave their mark. Closet doors don't block the doom. Nowhere safe in this cursed room.
I love this song. Such a good song.
Cash hides in the dark. Go scream, teeth gleam, leave their mark. Closet doors don't block the doom. Nowhere safe in this cursed room.
Iolok, Sila, Asik, Classio. I remember the good old Classio. They were clones of the Casio. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, Pickles. Alright. Grab it. Gdansk. Most be gone. Ooh, forgot to put the other screen back up. That way. There we go. Now most be gone. Okay, so it puts us to there. So now we got to do and run the tidal wave of obesity. I wanted everybody to keep in mind that this little girl here has far more stamina than your average Phasmo character. My joystick slipped. Fatal error? Hey, Razzie, I broke it. The game just crashed. Oh, I don't think this game has quite the same problem as what was it? Nightmare Shift, where after every chapter it crashed. Running, running. Anybody mentioned how much I hate chase scenes? Jumping. Dropping. Under table. Through door. Down the stairs. And missed that. I need a smaller controller. Do they make them smaller? I got short fingers. This is my problem. I have short fingers. And we're running. And we're running. No, no, no. Obesity's not going to get me. We're going, we're going, we're going. Jump. Down the stairs. Across here. Okay, give me a second here. Settings. Controls. Keyboard. Jump, throw, sprint is shift, letter is that, crouch, slide is control, grab is that button there. Mouse be gone. All right. Ouch. No. I keep slipping. My fingers keep slipping. And it's like X to sprint and then B to jump, right? Which is hard to do. So I'm thinking I might rebind. You know what? Let's try that. Settings. Can I do controls? Will it let me do any rebindings? Or am I stuck with these controls? Yeah, see, like, X and A are right there, and my thumb goes over both of them. Guess the game causes rage. Alright. Guess I can't rebind those. Alright, I'm gonna try to focus in on this one here. I do not like chase scenes. Yeah! Yes! This is my hat now. You know what? No. I don't even want to know. What you... Oh, jeez. There's another... I'll look at bingo in a minute here. Thank you for the bits, Pickles. Congratulations on your bingo vote. Aw, thank you, my little friend. Ah! Okay. Everyone saw I was eating the sausage, right? See, there's a sausage there? Everyone saw that? I was eating the sausage? That wasn't Ronaldo. I was eating the sausage. I ate the sausage. Their food storage practices are deplorable. That's a fishtail. Okay, who is she? Yeah. Okay. I really only see one way out of this. Through the creepy eye of air. Nice throw. Let's try this again. Little fox among hungry wolves. So did I just complete a chapter? Hang on. Shift tab. The guest area. Okay, so that was... So we've done the prison, we've done the lair, we've done the kitchen, and that was the guest area. Um... Looks like there's 2 more areas. Can I mispronounce somebody's name? I might be able to mispronounce someone's name. Let me check off my bingo cards here, Goblin Boy. And the music of this game is phenomenal. I absolutely love the music. You want me to fail it? You want me to fail at English? What's that word? English? It does have great music. Guess it's just going for the bingo wins. Congratulations, Pickles, Grubbin Boy. Hello, Mercy, on your bingo wins. Alright, resume. Most be gone. Rigged! Hey, I don't count towards the bingo tournament, so what we got to do is we have to add me winning bingo as a bingo event, like a stream bounty number. Okay. Each level has its own unique, distinct art styles to it. Can we climb here? No. Like the kitchen had that grisly, dirty kitchen feel to it. The prison was dark and depressing. This one here is kind of interesting with the lavender fuchsia wallpaper. Even the lighting on this level is softer. Okay, so we have a hiding spot there. Yeah, there's a doll on our table. We also need a key. Okay. Everybody else, when there was a noise, they have come running. Admittedly, they've also tried to shove me in their mouth and eat me. Hold on a second. What's up?
Done.
You done?
Yeah.
Want to show everybody?
It is.
1 second, my friends.
There. I used pastel colors. It does look a bit,
Hold on. If you come over to my left side here, you can talk into the mic. I'll even roll over a little bit for you. There you go.
I used pastel colors. And, I used pastel colors from a picture
Here.
on the thing.
Right here.
I used pastel colors from a picture on the thing.
Yep.
And, then I just used a kaleidoscope ruler thingy.
Yep.
Whatever it is. And drew black lines.
You did an amazing job. It's very lovely. Looks like some of the stuff your mom's colored before.
My tablet turned off.
Yep. We really need to brush your hair. Looks like you got a Pidgey nest back here.
I don't.
Well, better than a Rattata. I know, Mercy. I know. They're Militia Cat, Grubbin Boy, Gribbet. They're all far more talented than I am. I'm just good at making noises. But thank you, everybody, for giving her that moment. Let's hop back on in. Resume. Mouse be gone. Grab the key. Grubbin Boy is great at making noises, too. Yes. Yeet. Now, give me the key. Beep, beep. She's in the closet. A locked door was downstairs, right? Yes. Nope, nope. Is that a reset? Is that a death? What? Okay, focusing here. the back corner over there. Um... Where am I supposed to go in here? It's really cold in this room. Can I climb these? Can I pull these down? Can I open these? Apparently I could try to drag that, but I can't. Okay. You are not strong enough. All right, boss fight? I have no idea what I'm doing. There's like a whole new mechanic of let's use the mirror. Okay, if I throw it, it doesn't break. Jeez, Razzie. Yeah, I think I might need to look at the payout or the odds of that. Okay, maybe I just need to stay out of the light. Hey, Jasper Winter, whatever, Sunshiner. That might actually be the idea. But Soist, welcome in. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. It's going to take several attempts to figure this out. Definitely has like that jet. Okay, so she got me there. So how, what am I supposed to do here? I need to stand in spotlights to catch the light. But I tried that. I was in a spotlight and she just still teleported me up. See, I'm in that spotlight and she just still walks over and picks me up. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing in this part here. There's no, see, I I love that this game doesn't hold your hand, okay? But if it's going to introduce a completely new mechanic you have never seen in the game before, give some indication as to what you're supposed to be doing. Otherwise, people are literally just going to do what, get frustrated and run away. Like, am I supposed to drop the mirror in the spotlight? Like, it just runs away there. Okay, here's the mirror. Well, something happened there. Yeah, if I go to throw it, like push the throw button, it throws the mirror. See? You just throw it. I can aim. Where are you coming at me from? Yeah, I'm just gonna be focusing a bit. I can't really peek at chat here. Lights here. Should I do her dancey bit? Come on, get up. Grab the mirror. Okay. That's 7 years bad luck. Yeah, I kind of saw this one coming. She's progressively getting more cannibalistic. And to be fair, if you're fighting something that big and you're that small, go for the throat. Is that it? Thank you, Razzie. I'm the king now. Did I just become the darkness?
Hello there.
No, I'm not on the menu. Thank you, Pickles, for shooting. You missed. Your soul will be mine. Thank you for scrubbing the grubbin. This is intense. I think there might be. There's like 8 hidden achievements. A storm is coming. That coat should come in useful. That was the achievement I just got. I have so many questions. Like, what are these little garden gnome type creatures? Girl, she became something, Jasper. She became something. The gnomes are super cute. I do like them. So, I can see why you guys were all, Grandma and Dad, you gotta play Little Nightmares. You gotta play Little Nightmares. Apart from the game introducing mechanics and not really giving you any kind of hint as to what you're, how to use them, I enjoyed this game. The mirror thing at the end there could have been like an interesting little hint that you could use it to reflect the light, as if you picked it up and it was actually reflective. I don't know, but once I figured out what I was supposed to do and that I could aim it, then that made sense. There's a lot of chase scenes in it though, and I'm not a big fan of chase scenes. I'm glad you enjoyed watching, Razzie. I am glad you enjoyed watching. I think I'm gonna have to find a streamer that's playing the game and watching too. I think Kill was actually playing it the other day, so I might go look at his VODs. Because that's one thing I've noticed that I've been enjoying as a streamer myself, is playing the games with you guys. You guys throwing out hints and letting me know if I miss something. But at the same time, and then, you know, your reaction to me playing it, or your enjoyment of it. But then I like to go and find somebody else who's been playing the game and watch them play it, so I can see it from both sides. Because it's a very different experience for me to be on this side versus it is over there. It was...
Hello there.
Hello there. Mushka, I can see where you're going with that there. A lot of the game is just running and dodging, like running and hiding. Like that seems to be what a lot of the puzzles involved, is running and hiding, which completely makes sense when you're this little girl in a yellow raincoat versus these giant monsters. And a lot of the, you know, those scenes for me were adrenaline inducing. Like if I didn't stop and focus in on them, you know, I wouldn't be able to do them. Go in here, go a second. I don't know if the game's got replay value to it. And that's one thing I like to see in a game, or if it does have replay value. Like, I don't really feel the need to go back and try to figure out what I missed where. Yeah, the decline of humanity and becoming the thing you're trying to escape, you're fighting to escape from. There really was no choice in becoming the monster. Like, I don't know if... Okay, well, give us a minute. We're watching the credits. I don't know if I could have just walked away instead of nomming on geisha lady there. I'll have to sit, take a look at the achievements and see if they're, it's can be even worth trying to 100%. I know Out of Sight and Bramble, the achievements I need for those would require me to never die once or never get caught once. So they're not exactly something I could do on stream to get that achievement, because I'd have to play the whole game. If I make a mistake or I die, I have to hit Alt F4 before it registers to the save file, which is kind of cheesy. Or start all over again. Yeah. My little girl wants to show you stuff, so, another one here. I'm gonna switch over to the intermission. We're gonna let the credits play out. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave the credits going. But here, take a look at little mini me. Let's let that... There we go.
Again, pastel colors, but inverted. This one is the other one, but inverted. Technically.
Nope, and it turned off.
Yeah, because it's almost out of battery.
Okay, well, my charge block's in there if you want to plug it in, but you won't be able to use the drawing tablet at the same time.
Welcome.
Okay? I forgot to turn my lights on, my friends. I'll see what I can do about getting screenshots of those, and then we can post them up in, like, the art section of the Discord. Credits go on forever. But so what I gathered from the game, the story is, as Mushkat says, the decline of humanity, but there's also some kind of weird shadow entity, like the final boss was able to use light to petrify, and then there was, you know, the shadow teleportation that she could do, and some kind of mutation with everybody else. Like, I have a lot of questions. I do have a lot of questions. Mercy, I'm going to like Google into the lore and try to find it, more lore, and when I do find what the actual story is about for this one here, I'll post it up in the Discord. Yeah, Dr. Stone is a really good anime. I would recommend checking that out there, but there's a device in it called the Medusa device, and it's used to petrify humanity. And it kind of, the eyes reminded me of the shape of it, and it uses a light beam or a light to do the petrification, which is the same with this. And that final fight almost felt like Perseus versus Medusa, using the mirror to defeat the Gorgon. Now, to stop talking here. We got a lighthouse. Thank you for playing. Well, thank you for making the game. Let's be gone. So that's Little Nightmares. Overall, I enjoyed playing it. I do have Little Nightmares 2 under chapter selection, because I know there's DLCs for this, and I did get all the DLC for it. So I can... Oh. Okay. That's a different character. Your current progress, your progress in the current chapter will be reset. Are you sure? No. Okay, can I go back? And if I go new game, and I go here, is there no way to select just like going into the DLC? Okay, we've seen this before, but there's no way to escape it. I'm just trying to see if I can't get into the DLC from a new game instead of wiping everything out in the current one. Wild Elkid has appeared. Okay. So we do this. Alright. Now if I hit... Hey, it won't even let me hit the start button until I guess I get to the first lantern. Okay. Can I... Why can't I... Let's go. I have to that escape there. Okay. Exit to main menu. Chapter selection. Go here. Yes. Hideaway is the name, yeah. Oh, this is the boy that was... We snuck by this boy. The depths, the hideaway, and the residence, and the DLC names. I don't have a lighter. So a big arm guy caught a kid. That's me running behind the door. Okay. So we've been in this room before. Yeah, we've been here before with the other character. Huh, you see that? The little kid back there with the flashlight ran by. Okay. I stuck that landing. I swear I did. Okay. We have ads coming up in 5 minutes, everybody. I'm actually going to push the button this time. So every hour, we sacrifice 3 minutes of time to the Twitch Eldritch Gods to keep them asleep and appeased. And so they don't run pre-rolls when a Grubman comes into the channel or run ads whenever they feel like it. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging around. I'm going to run words on street for everybody with Turbo and our Grub subscribers. Recommend you just, grab a drink, grab a snack, take a small break. We're not going to miss anything. We'll be at the pause screen as usual. I'll see everybody in 3 minutes. Ads are running.
No light, no sound. Grubbin' Dad's claws dig
There we
deep
go.
in haunted ground. Ectoplasm drips, fear stains the air. Shadows twist and scream, do you dare? Ghostly
Look at
whispers echoed
Razio.
on my neck.
So much.
Grubbin'
Oh, that's
Dad's
Mercy
low
giving 10
ready to
billion.
wreck. Spirit box hum, static fills the void. Spectral figures move, they're paranoid. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Ghosts stalking around, hunting the heart, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad stands tall in this haunted hell. EMF spikes, red, the hunt is on. Phantom footsteps echo, but they're gone. Grubbin' Dad's sharp grin tearing through the veil. Face the poltergeist, hear their wails. Chains rattle hard, banshees scream. Flickering lights in this twisted dream. Grubbin' Dad's on the prowl, a hunter's creed. No ghost can escape this burning need. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the heart, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad stands tall in this haunted hell. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the haunt, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad
Okay.
stands tall in this haunted hell. Grubbin' Dad claws through fear, won't back down. Phasmophobia, ghosts spinning around. Hunting the haunt, breaking their spell. Grubbin' Dad stands tall in this haunted hell.
That makes a lot more sense now. I'm reading up on the lore of Little Nightmares. Okay, this game is a lot darker than it seems. It's not darker as there's a lot going on.
Hey,
Welcome back, everybody.
hey.
We're just finishing out our words on stream here. Let it run and let them finish. And I was reading up on the lore of Little Nightmares here. Okay. And Mercy, you are 100% correct. There's a lot more to a lot more of the lore of Little Nightmares, and it's intentionally left ambiguous so that you draw your own conclusions and apply your own experiences to the world. But there is actually an underlying story as to what's going on here, as opposed to an ambiguous world with monsters and a small girl named Six running through it. It's dark and at the same time not, if that makes any sense there. Alright, so we're gonna stream it down here. Let's go back to the game. So, from what I'm reading about, or quickly skimming through about here about the lore, is the character that we were playing, the little girl in the yellow raincoat. Her name is Six, and the place that we escaped is called the Mall. That big ship is the Mall. Um, the lore of the game, from what was able to quickly understand, is that there's two worlds in it, and this might be a lead into like Little Nightmares 2, but in this world here, it's so if a child suffers trauma, or when a child suffers some severe trauma, like emotional or whatever trauma, they get pulled into this world called the nowhere, or the now here. Sorry, the now here, where they can escape and face their traumas and their past. And the reason why the character is so much smaller than everybody else is because they feel small and powerless as they're moving through the world, until you beat the lady at the end, in which case then you become ungodly powerful and can consume consume souls with shadow magic. But they intentionally left everything ambiguous so you would apply your own filter to the world. So for me, not really having like a whole lot of, trauma in my life there, I'm seeing it more as an allegory for growing up and being powerless in a world where you are just a small child and you're growing to adulthood, or the corruption of humanity and facing down the monsters of the world as a child. But somebody else could totally read this a little darker. Okay, we don't have... Oh, the train's not working. It's derailed. This seems very much like we're just going backwards. Oh. She's taking... Fine, I'll just do this. It does drive me nuts how when I try to push something one way, it ends up rotating. Like... And up. And through. And down we go. Up here. Up here. But I recommend you give the lore a read. There's a couple YouTube videos out there that they kind of do like a deep dive into the lore. Okay, obviously not that way. Whee! All right, Pickles. Okay. Can I grab this? Okay, I can grab it and move it. So this DLC has more escape room vibe to it than running from monsters. Um, Not today, good sluggy thing. That's a wall. And up. What was that? Hello? Hello? Monster? Hello? Big hole there. Okay. Hmm. That's a trap. I do like the flashlight and being able to like aim it around. You're you're just a doll. Just a doll. I'm gonna need everybody to. I'm gonna need you to shut down the trash compactors on detention block. No. 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 Use my lightsaber on you. Vroom. Vroom. No. Okay, not going that way. Okay. My tunnel, not your tunnel. That's right, Razzie. This is our tunnel. Hello? Anybody in there? Nope. Okay. Loop them! Loop them! Yo, it's nice when our heroes can swim. And a ankle-deep pond doesn't mean instant death. Unless there's some kind of horrific tentacle monster in there. Ronaldo! What's with the toilets everywhere? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I mean, I already did, but I don't want the answer. Did not direct the flashlight. Must be okay. Yep. Must be a yokai. Wasn't close enough. Just gonna hang out here. Just me and the industrial equipment. Oh, that's what we need. Because, you know, there's a horrific water monster down there. Let's just flood the ballast tanks. I'm gonna clog it up. Okay, that sank like a rock. I was not expecting that. I mean, everything else seems to float. Must be ultra-absorbent toilet paper. Okay. The flashlight mechanic's really cool. Like, being able to actually direct the light. See what you want to see. Oh, this is like the shoe room now. Okay. We are now playing The Floor is Crazy Tentacle Monster. I didn't see what it was. What was it? What was it? Okay. Do we go from barrel to the couch? Or crate to couch? Do crate to couch. Well, that just mean, like, seriously, like, there's nothing there. You're just gonna smack the... Okay. Can you see it moving around under the water? Yes, you can. It bubbles. Okay, so it's by the barrel right now. Which makes me wonder if I gotta jump to those crates there, then over to that spot there. It's a frogman with big frog arms. It's a frogman. At least it starts us here at the halfway point. That's not too bad. Haha. Okay. Nope. You a red herring, or do I grab you from this side and pull? You're red herring. I think... You sleepy, bud? You can always take a nap. Nothing wrong with that. Now, is that too high? That might be too high. Can I bring it down? Neep, neep, neep. Neep, neep. Okay, and then we got the ship's sway. Okay. No. I say no. Naps are awesome. Well, yeah, but he's a kid. Naps become less awesome as he gets older. Okay, so that to there, then jump there. Ronaldo, hello. Then up there. Up here. Jump across there. Door. Oh, okay. Can I climb these? Turns out the chair's an red herring. No, it's a red. Okay. Um. So we've got a lever there we can't reach, furniture and the drink that we can't. Maybe the chair's not a red herring. Maybe I need to get it close and pull it up. Captain, my captain, I'm going down with this ship. Okay. From behind? Okay, come on. Push the chair.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello, Tete. How you doing, my friend? Maybe not that. What about this? Except I can't climb that. What about this? Thank you, Tay-Tay. You feeling any better after the shenanigans of first day of school yesterday? Okay, they just go back to their original position. I'm very confused. What am I supposed to be doing here? Flushing the toilet. Your daughter's home today and driving you nuts? Okay, I see why everything kind of went back into its original position. They had it all tied down. Alright. I need to get that. Can I move that? No. Can I... Well, now I can move the chair. I kind of feel like a little kid right now, you know, trying to push the chair up to the counter to get to the cookies in the cookie jar. Yeah, those weren't the cookies I was looking for. Those were squelchy, slithery, worm-like cookies. You are a tall grubbin, bud. Well, that just seems unhealthy. Who wants to bet that this is a timed adventure? No? Okay. Cookies shouldn't squelch. No, they shouldn't. Hey, Razzie. Thanks for breaking the tension. Hey, look, it's a build your own platformer. No, because then children. Okay, I think that goes there. Guys are so gassy this morning. So all the cookies you've been eating? That goes there. That there. Let's try to square this off. I need to blink more often. All right. You have 52 farts. You still got a long ways to go to get ahead of Razzie. Okay, if I did this right, I'm not going to end up charcoal. If I did this wrong, well... Yeah! Take that, electrified water. Thank you, buddy. You have redeemed farts offline to distribute. Only if the bot's there, Razzie. The bot's not always there. It's RoboGrubbin who keeps track of everybody's farts. I saw you, frog-faced. You go from there to that, to that, to that. Okay. I can't go back. Up there and there. Have a snack. Okay. Dude, that's not cool, okay? Like, I'm just trying to get to the other side of your lagoon, not be your snack. I fed you how many times? Um... Where are you? Not today, good sir. Where was that boat when I needed it? I could have just been sailing along. He would have just been like bumpy bump 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 on the boat. He's down there. Okay. So this DLC is a lot more of a platformer. I mean, yeah, we're escaping a big villain, but oh, okay. There must be a secret over there. Can I make that jump though? Okay, starting position. Wait for the boat and go. Okay, cool. Just found something. Must be. Ah. I'm not destructive at all. There we go. All right, I'm going up the ladder. I want to know how he's getting around. Is okay, I have to get all the way over to there. Maybe climb up the back wall? Alright, racing position, grabbing arm ready, running, and jumping! Nope! Just a bad dream. think I mucked up that lever. I can't pick that up. Okay. Where is the lever? Nope, that's can. There's the lever. Hey, I actually kind of like this DLC a little bit more than the original game. Like the original like the Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares was just a whole bunch of running and hiding. This here is problem solving and... Okay, that's not going to go any farther than that. Like, I have to solve the puzzle of the room. Okay, yes, there's a monster down there, but... At the same time... Clearly not far enough. Where's my lever? There's my lever. There we go. I couldn't push it any farther because it got stuck on a can. There we go. Oh, look, we solved it. Okay, I see the next steps here. Using the luggage in the floating water, changing the water levels to create your own platformers, like your own platforms. That was very clever. Like, let's make sure I can jump that. Okay. Itchy nose. Missed that jump. Hey, Death Fox, how's it going? So close. What if I move it over this way?